It's time now for a look at the latest in local sports. In sports, the Wayne County varsity girls softball team headed back to Columbus for the third straight year as one of the best 8 teams in Quad A softball. Lady Jackets on Wednesday defeated East Forsyth High School in that third and decisive game of the series by a final score of 11-5. Jackets scored 7 runs in the bottom of the third inning. The key hit a grand slam home run by Addison Thompson. Senior Reagan Harvey, a big day at the plate. She went 4 for 4, and Candace Thornton went 2 for 4 with the home run in the first inning to cut the deficit to 2-1. Line scores in the final game: Wayne County 11 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. East Forsyth 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. After the victory and punching their ticket to Columbus, we talked with head softball coach Colt Brockington.
Yes, sir. I'm extremely proud of this group. It's 3 region titles in a row, 3 trips to Columbus in a row, and it's our expectation, but there's a lot of people who don't understand how hard it is. And, you go to a game 3 with a team like East Forsyth 2 years ago, won games in Columbus. Last year, they fell short in the Super Regional, but they lost a 1-run game to Heritage, who we played for the state title. So, that was a quality program that was here today, and to get back there and to have the game 3 and to have the game 2 that we did, we never hit a panic button. I got a text last night, how do you feel about tomorrow? And I said, when I looked in the girls' eyes, I knew that the Bears was going to be the best version of us, and that's what happened today.
Hey, it's amazing. You got 2 young sophomore pitchers. Last year was 2 seniors, Addie Tyler and Dakota Crow, to get Columbus. But talk about the job these 2 young sophomores have done for you all season long in that circle.
And they've done an incredible job. That was the big question. I keep saying it. Everybody's like, what's your pitching going to be like? A lot of your defense, a lot of your lineup is returning. I told everybody, we're going to be fine. And Morgan and Nate has done an extremely good job. We'd have liked to see Reagan be able to throw more this inning. She had an early season injuries, limited her innings, and those 2 have stepped up and competed. What my favorite thing is about Morgan, because you saw her come in and get the job done. She didn't have the outing that she wanted to last night, but that doesn't faze her. I remember that happening with Appleton early in the year, and her turnaround and throwing the complete game. So they're just unsettled. They go in there and compete, and that's all they do. Coach Hanson does a great job developing the game plan, and they go right at hitters, and they've done a fantastic job, and that's a large part of our success.
Well, again, looking at the bracket, it says it starts on the 30th, which is a Wednesday. Is that just a ceremony Wednesday, or did the game start on Wednesday?
No, I don't know when the ceremony will be. We're 1 game at a time, but I do know the first game, everybody will play 1 game on Wednesday.
1 game on Wednesday. I could open in 2 on Thursday. Is that how it works?
I haven't looked that far ahead. I know we got 1 on Wednesday.
Okay, Coach. Well, again, congratulations. Again, this team deserves a lot of credit. Like I've been mentioning to those girls, you start in the summertime with all those workouts. And it's very hot in the summertime. Everybody knows how hot the temperatures get. And it's not easy to come out there day in and day out and have those practices and all the weight training sessions and all the meetings and the games, home and away. To punch their ticket for the third straight year says a lot about these girls.
It does. We take pride in our process, and we talk a lot about that. A lot of people look at the product, and the product is just getting to Columbus and winning the game when we get there. You got to win the first one. But we take pride in each and every day of what we have in front of us. And that's one thing they don't shy away from is the work. We call it our work, and they get after it every day.
Okay, Coach. Well, again, congrats on the big win.
Yes, sir.
Good luck in Columbus, Georgia.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And once again, those comments of Colt Brockington after the big win yesterday. Wayne County will be joined in Columbus by these 7 other Quad A teams: Eastside, Central Carroll, Ola, Harris County, St. Pius, Kell, and Northside Columbus. Those are the remaining 8 teams in the Quad A softball tournament. Again, it begins Wednesday, October 30th in Columbus, Georgia. Again, Wayne County is set to play Kell High School Wednesday at 3 p.m. Other first-round matchups in Quad A: Eastside will play Central Carroll, Ola will play Harris County, St. Pius will play Northside Columbus. Again, Kell High School is from Marietta, Georgia. They're nicknamed the Longhorns, and this is a double elimination event at Wayne County against Kell High School Wednesday at 3 p.m. in Columbus, Georgia. Wayne County High School football team will be at New Hampstead Friday evening at the Puller Stadium, and they state tickets can only be purchased on GoFan, set up by GHSA, and they state they're a cashless gate with no exceptions. So again, you have to have a ticket in order to enter on Friday night. No tickets will be sold at the gate. All spectators will have to have a ticket to enter. Parking is free behind the stadium. Our coverage will begin Friday with the Wayne County Coaches Show. Here's a portion of the show which Coach John Warren talks about a couple of his captains: Jamichael Pittman, the center and defensive player, and Dawson Sykes.
Great kid. Does everything right, really positive attitude all the time, and he's also one of our biggest and strongest kids. He's 6'3", probably 260, and squats to parallel and can bend, and he's athletic. He's a kid on the basketball team, so he kind of can do it all. And then we throw him in on defense, and we never want to take away our center, or have him tired. But he's shown here in the last couple weeks that he can go both ways almost the whole game.
Another kid playing both ways, another captain, Dawson Sykes, and we talked about how much of an impact he has on both sides of the ball. I mean, this guy's motor just goes 100% all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big, tall, athletic frame. I mean, he's 6'4", 230, and can run. I mean, we could really play him in any position on the field, and he'd be good at it. But we're trying to get him the ball because he's such a good blocking threat on offense, and we started out in the O-line and moved him to tight end so we could try to get him the ball in the backfield or throw it to him. We just got to be better at executing those things. And on defense, he's played DN, he's playing interior D-line, he played linebacker last week, so he can kind of do it all, kind of player.
And again, you can hear all Coach Warren's comments on the Wayne County Coaches Show tomorrow night at 6:30. That will lead into our pregame show at 7 from New Hampstead. Kickoff at 7:30. Again, Wayne County, New Hampstead, Friday night in Pollard, Georgia. Tonight we've got Georgia Southern football as the Eagles are on the road at Old Dominion. Kickoff set for 7 p.m. The pregame at 6 p.m. here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5. Again, Georgia Southern has it rolling at one of the last two games, looking for a third straight win, this time on the road at Old Dominion. Saturday, we've got Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech. That's on our AM sister station, WLOP. That's a 12 noon kickoff on Saturday. Georgia has weekend off preparing for the annual border war with the Gators down in Jacksonville. Gators also have the weekend off. Some college games this weekend. Penn State at Wisconsin Saturday night. Notre Dame is at undefeated Navy. Kentucky and Auburn in the SEC. Also Vandy and Texas will hook up. The big SEC game this week is Texas A&M at LSU. Both those teams still unbeaten in the SEC. Alabama plays Missouri. Ole Miss plays Oklahoma. FSU and Miami play each other this weekend. Michigan State. Ohio State plays Nebraska. Again, another good college slate of games this Saturday in college football. Wayne County's cross-country team hosting their first meet of the season at home today. That race gets underway at 4 p.m. The public have had to come out and watch the race. And the varsity and JV cheer competition teams are in action this evening. They're going to be at Bacon County. Time of that competition begins at 7 p.m. Annual Southeast Georgia Turkey Trot 5K Walk and Run is scheduled for JC Stadium on November the 9th. It's a 10th anniversary event. Registration will open that morning at 7 a.m. and the race begins at 8. Early registration at active.com, or you can contact Miss Judy Beaver at 912-427-1096 extension 729. And the 10th anniversary of the annual Southeast Georgia Turkey Trot and Run at JC Stadium. Once again, the date, Saturday, November the 9th. And that's going to do it for latest in local sports.